Congressmember Judy Chu, and I just took an incredible tour of the Wesley Health Center of Pasadena. And I want to thank CEO Alice Ballesteros and his team for welcoming me and showing me what they do here. It is incredible, the depth and the breadth of the services that they provide, everything from dental care to psychiatry to general care to chiropractic services. I mean, they have it all, and it's all at an affordable price. The insured and the uninsured is turned away. This is the model of healthcare healthcare affordable for all. Louise McCarthy, President and CEO of Community Clinics Association of LA County, and the amazing team from Ultimed, Via Care, and Heroin Health Center are all part of this system. That thank all of them because they are a lifeline to our community. You know, community health centers are the backbone of our healthcare system. Every day they provide affordable, high-quality care close to home. They provide preventive services, chronic disease management, dental care, and so much more. And they do it regardless of a patient's income, immigration status, or insurance coverage. For millions of Americans, health centers like this are their only access to care. But as you know better than anyone, community health centers can only keep their doors open if funding is stable. Medicaid is the single largest source of funding for health centers nationwide, and the Affordable Care Act premium tax credits allow millions more patients to afford coverage, which strengthens health centers and lowers costs across the entire system. But Donald Trump and Republicans have just passed the largest cut to both these safety nets in our nation's history. It was just over 2 months ago that they passed the big, ugly bill, which rips $1.5 trillion out of our healthcare system. It kicks 15 million Americans off their insurance by gutting Medicaid and weakening access to the Affordable Care Act. And this is the largest cut of health care to Americans in our nation's history. And why? So that they could give those savings to billionaires and big corporations in the form of massive tax cuts. And you know, they don't need that money. And when millions of patients lose health coverage, the strain is immediate. We see worse health outcomes for people who delay care or go without it, and more financial pressure on health centers that still serve these patients but are forced to do so with far fewer resources. And now they want to make the damage even worse by refusing to extend the ACA premium tax credits that expire at the end of this year. Democrats fought to expand and strengthen these credits so more people could finally afford coverage. And it worked. This year, ACA signups reached a record 24 million enrollees, almost double the number when Trump was last in office. And in fact, we have the highest number of insured people in our nation right now. But if these credits disappear, 24 million Americans, including more than 2.5 million Californians, will see their premiums skyrocket, in some cases by 75%. Right now, these tax credits are the single most important tool we have to keep healthcare affordable for millions of Americans. Now, in this district, my congressional district, 61,000 people rely on these tax credits to afford their coverage. If Republicans let them expire, 140,000 Californians will lose their health insurance altogether. And for those who keep it, the cost will be staggering. A 60-year-old couple in our district making just over $80,000 would see their premiums soar by 283%. Nearly a quarter of their entire income would go just to health insurance. That is immoral, and it will crush working families who are already suffering from higher prices due to Trump's reckless tariffs. And here's the reality. We are now just days away from a government shutdown because Republicans refuse to extend these tax credits to millions of Americans. That's how extreme and reckless they have become. They bent the knee to Donald Trump to pass their big, ugly bill, and they pushed a partisan spending bill that failed in the Senate, and now Donald Trump canceled bipartisan negotiations altogether, refusing to meet with Democrats. Republicans, in fact, left town and made their priorities clear. They will do anything to cut taxes for billionaires, but they are ready to shut down our government if it means extending affordable health care. But Democrats are united. We are standing with patients, providers, and working families against Republicans' assault on our healthcare system. And that's why on Monday, my Democratic colleagues and I are going back to Washington, D.C. to fight for a spending package that extends these tax credits, keeps premiums affordable, reduces health cuts, and protects our entire healthcare system. We cannot let these tax credits expire. We cannot let millions of Americans suffer higher health costs due to Republicans' failed leadership. So thank you again to Wesley Health Center for opening your doors today and for the extraordinary care you provide every single day. And thank you to all the other community clinics who constantly work hard to serve our most vulnerable families and neighbors. Your work is what this fight is all about. And I will never stop fighting to protect health coverage, strengthen health centers, and stop this outrageous Republican attack on our health care. Thank you so much. And now I would like to introduce